Welcome back, friends, and gather round for another episode of Simply Walking into Mordor. As always, my name is Nauglir, and a very special welcome to you if this is your first time watching with us. Well, guys, we're here at episode 60. This is the 60th episode. That means we've been going for 2 months. This is such an exciting time for me, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. We're here in Esteldin, if you have noticed, and we're right here at Daven the Ranger, and so we're going to get right into it today. We have our Book 6 Chapter 1 quest to complete. Speak to Daven. If you remember from a couple of episodes ago, I know we did those group episodes, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. From a couple of episodes ago, we finished off Book 5, and that got us to defeating Skorgrim and finding out the threat of Thorog, the dragon, or the undead dragon, as I should say. And now Aragorn has received news that a party of rangers that he did not want to go into Angmar is actually not all gone. Coronir, the ranger, has sent word back to Aragorn. He has come up into Angmar with Golodir's band, but they haven't heard from anyone else, just Coronir. So we're going to speak to Daven about the news and hopefully find out a bit more. So let's give him a chat. Welcome, Nauglir. Did Aragorn not come with you? Alas, but that is fell news. Well, there is naught for it now. You will have to do. Are you prepared for a long, dark journey? It is through Ramdruath into Angmar that I must send you. All right, yes, so Aragorn could not come with us because he, of course, has pending business elsewhere. But we will have to do. And this is where the story really picks up, guys. Let's do this. Perhaps I should start from the beginning. Many years ago, one of our captains, a man by the name of Golodir, desired to enter the realm of Angmar, for he had heard rumor that the descendants of the ancient hillmen of Rudar had made for themselves a home there and began again to multiply. He suspected also that a shadow had come again to Khandum, for fell creatures began to spread southward into the North Downs. Aragorn forbade any to go there, for that land still had an ill name, though it had been barren for hundreds of years. Nevertheless, Golodir gathered those who would go with him and passed out of our memory, until a few weeks ago. A wounded falcon arrived bearing a message from Coronir, one of Golodir's company, stating that he has been dwelling at a place called Augher, a village of the Hillmen somewhere north of Ramduath. Will you go there and speak with Coronir? The urgency of his message makes me fear what has come to pass. I deem we have not yet seen the darkest times. Alright, so we are being sent to Coronir in Augher, which is in the south of Angmar. And whilst this quest is 44, we're only 43, the rest of this book does get a bit up into the mid-40s, up to 46. And so we are just going to make sure that we're level 45 before we get too far into this book. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do some quests in Angmar, just to get us up to level 45 before we get too far ahead of ourselves. So we've actually got a neat little bonus. It is a recognition weekend, I guess, is what they call them, or thanks weekend. This is when LotRO gives VIPs double experience and extra mark acquisition as well. And so, perfect timing for us. We need to level up. We're getting double experience for quests and everything else. And so we're going to be leveling up to 45. Now we have to ride north here into Angmar. We have to make sure we take the right-hand pass. The left-hand pass is not going to do us very good. Yes, we have to make sure we're coming through the right-hand pass into Angmar. Otherwise, we'll get stuck in a bunch of worms and drakes, and that is not very handy for us. It's quite dangerous, in fact. Right, so just riding north here through the North Downs. Very fitting. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit strange. I've been a bit under the weather recently. And in fact, I'm recording this episode a bit late. You got those group episodes the last 3 days, and then I'm actually recording this on the day of release, so hopefully it comes out in time. If it didn't, I'm very sorry, but I've been a bit under the weather, so I haven't been up to recording just recently. Alright, here we are. This is the Ramduath. Again, making sure we're passing through the right-hand side. And we'll head up to, probably not all the way up to Coronir. We actually have a quest here. The Yurtkin of Limakoti. So we're going to do that quest, and that will get us into the quests of Angmar. Here we are, now entering Ramduath in Angmar. Very good, very good. And this is actually the first camp, I guess you could say. First camp of quests in Limakoti. We'll see what the level of the quests are. Can't quite remember. If they're 42 or so, then we'll do them. If they're only 40, I think we'll head straight up to Alcair and do the quests there, because there are some good quests there. It is a fine place to quest, although most people would not come all the way up here to get just over that edge to Moria. Right, here we are. Limakoti, we've got a new deed to find all the Bastions of Hope within Angmar. Yes, usually you could start Moria at level 48 and you want to do your legendary item quests. We're going to actually take it a bit slower than that, just because we want to do the epics, but we will do our class quests at level 45. So that's something to look forward to. Here we are, Chief Torquay. Angmar pushes against us hard. There is much help we could use. All right. That's a lot of experience there. 14,000. Let's see what level these quests are. 42. Okay, great. Okay, well, we will do these quests. Oh, this is only level 40. Let's have a quick look around just to see. 41. 43. Seems like a bit of a mixed bag here. Yeah, only level 40. We might actually just go up to Alcair. The Earthkin Scout is around there. Yeah, we might actually just go up to Alcair, see what we can do over the book, and we'll level up with some quests at the same time. So we'll cancel this in Dark Clefts. We'll head up to Coronir in Alcair, which is not too far away. Alright, yes, we've got ourselves a new deed. We're going to find the villages of the Earthkin, and also... oh, that's it. Where are we? Angmar. Which is all the way over here. There it is. Bastions of Hope. Yes, Limakoti, Alcair, and then further on into the depths. Now, as you can see, Angmar, quite a barren land. The music, not the most comforting. And this is a land full of wargs and Angmarim, if you would believe it. And even drakes. So we're going to be fighting some definite enemies here. There are lots of enemies, not many friends throughout this fell land. Also, if you're wondering, this is a artisan through to master level crafting zone. So we have artisan level crafting resources around here in the west of Angmar, and then over to the east of Angmar we have master level crafting. All right. Well, here we are. This is the stable master for Alcair. There's a skirmish camp. This is actually one of the main hubs of Angmar, straight off the bat. The other one would be up here in the northeast, but we won't be getting there for a decent amount of time. All right, Declan has an interesting quest for us, Family History. This is actually to do one of the instances, Halls of Night, and it'll give us a little reward, so we might as well pick that up. All right, Clan Hunter, what have you got for us? Yes, level 43, this will be perfect. I do not know you, stranger, and this is my fem, my tribal duty to know all those who come to these lands. Okay, so we're going to speak to Crannog, who is the chieftain of Alcair. We're just going to pick up some other quests. Look, there's a ranger here. This is actually sending us to Foreshell. We're not going to be doing those quests, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll put a home down here. Get rid of Glowen's camp. Replace that. All right, here we go. To Crannog, the chieftain.
The hills of Angmar are not friendly to the unwary.
We are of high elf kind. Yes, we are. Okay. If we wish to be counted a friend of the Trevgalog, we must undertake a tribal duty. Okay, we're going to do that. Lots of experience. There's so much experience. All right. So, Cranog's challenge. We're going to be doing further and further challenges for this chieftain, and each of them will involve some quests or some tasks that he has set us. And so here is Torquil. We have to do Torquil's cast, Wraith's task, and Osbale's task. Here we have to defeat some orcs. We can do that. We love doing that in plenty. We have to defeat some wargs. Very good. And we have to defeat some Druvadan, some Trev Druvadan, which are some of the hillmen, I guess. All right. So we're going to be heading out very shortly. Just going to ride to the north here. I'm pretty sure we've picked up all the quests that we can. I'll just check around here. Actually, there's a pass. through the stone just here. The Angmar reflecting pool right here. Yes, I think we've got all the quests that we need. Okay, perfect. Alright, now we have to speak to Coronir. We must not forget about that. So here he is. Coronir, one of the Lost Rangers. There's also a crafting area here, just a pretty basic one. Alright, Coronir, what have you got to say? Who are you? Nay, it matters not. All that matters is that you have come. Matters are grave, and we have need of any assistance we can muster. These good people are beset on all sides by the tyrants of Angmar, who now gather a mighty army to march south and crush the elves and Gondor between their hammer and the anvil of Mordor. Time grows short, and we must act quickly if we are to hinder the Shadow of Angmar. Perhaps I should tell you somewhat of our long story. When we first came to Augir, the hillmen were suspicious of us, but not overly hostile. Golodir quickly earned their respect, for he was a great captain among us and was able to inspire the heart. We learned that the hillmen were under the oppression of a remnant of Angmar that had returned to Khandum from over the Misty Mountains. But worse, a sorcerer much likened to the Witch King of old has also come to the evil city. The hillmen called this sorcerer the False King, for they knew well that the Witch King himself would never return to Angmar. Golodir determined that this steward of Angmar had to be stopped before he could gather strength in the north. He gathered together as many of the hillmen as would follow him and journeyed east with the rest of our companions, believing that Angmar was not yet strong enough to withstand a united front. I was left behind to take word to Esteldin in the event the expedition failed, which it did. Do you wish to hear more? We definitely do. That is a thrilling story, Coronir. And there we go, level up, level 44. Wonder if anything's changed there. I don't think we've got anything new. All right, the next chapter. So you would know how this tragedy came to be. In truth, I do not. I do not know whether it was through some machination of the False King or whether it was purely an evil chance, but our march was brought to an abrupt end. As we marched east, we found ourselves confronted by a vale filled with terrible statues. Ramasdeluon, the hillman called it. That some spirit of evil vigilance abode in the stones there was no doubt. We could all feel the oppression of them. It was here that Golodir bade me remain. As the host passed through the stones, it became clear why the hillmen feared the valley so. When the last few men crossed Ramasdeluon, the watching stones threw forth a terrible malaise of oppression, such that those men caught within it were stricken dead by the weight of it upon their hearts. I tried to pass the stones, but could not. Golodir bid me remain, and so I did. Days turned to months, then years, and Golodir did not return. I knew I should have returned at once to Esteldin, but I could not abandon my captain. I tried vainly to cross Ramasdeluon, until my very spirit was broken within me. At last I sent the message to Esteldin, which brought you hither. We must learn the secret of Ramasdeluon, Nauglir. Perhaps one of the many lesser stones which litter this land, especially near the camps of the Angmarim and Hillmen, will reveal that secret. Go to one of the lesser watching stones and take a rubbing of the runes found upon its base. Beware the fell and deadly stones, for they have too terrible a power. All right, so apparently some of these fell statues have been blocking the way into eastern Angmar. In fact, they run right across here in this valley, and there's another one guarding this entrance here. So you actually cannot pass to the east without getting through these, and they will kill us. And in fact, they killed many of the party that traveled east with Golodir, although it seems like he did get through, but he has not returned in many years. And so we're going to examine this. We're going to try and take a rubbing from a lesser stone. But on our way, we're going to be doing some quests. We're going to switch into our single target. Oh, we've got a trait point here. What are we going to get? Renewing strikes. On every strike skill, 15% chance to restore 3% of max morale. That is fantastic. Be giving ourselves a bit of healing there. That's very handy since most of our skills are strike skills. See there, we got a heal straight off the bat. Another one. There we go. This is fantastic. We're going to be heaps more survivable now. There's another one. Look at that. Single target. We're going to be absolutely unbeatable, I reckon. No. Shouldn't say that too quickly. But yes, we have some wargs here to fight in Fasachlaran. We'll be... Yeah, look at that. Look at all those heals coming off. And for some reason, we're still in combat. Are we getting stalked by something? Yes, I believe we are. There's got to be... Yeah, here he is. I knew there was one hiding in the shadows. We've got you now, sir. Alright. Took him out. Okay, so we have wargs to kill. We need to collect bloodstone amulets, which are... Where would they be kept? In there. Okay, so that's where we're actually heading for the book as well. So we'll be heading up there for the book quest, so we'll do them at the same time. Oh, we've been stunned there by this corpse ravager. What a name. Alright, we want to make sure we're using savage strikes because that is important for our deed. There are also these hill beasts up here. You might remember from Storm of Methadras, there are the snow beasts. They are obviously related. They look very much the same. Alright. Now, what are we doing here? We're actually heading towards one of our quests, which is Morphil, is the orc camp down here. But also, we have to discover our instance, the Halls of Night. So we actually have to walk next to it if we ever want to open it from the instance finder. This is common among instances, especially as you get higher in level. You do actually have to find the actual landscape entrance. So here is the Halls of Night. If you want reference for the map, it's right here. You do actually have to find it on landscape before you can, open the instance from the instance finder. If that makes any sense at all. Similarly with Dragok and other instances as well, you can't open them until you've actually discovered them. Even if you are a level that is high enough to run the instance, you can't open it until you've discovered it. Alright, well we're coming up on Morphil here, just over to our right currently, or now our left. Just bring down these wargs quickly. We have to kill 2 more. Alright. Where are we? Where are we? We are getting close. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed the group episodes for the last 3 episodes. Full of banter, full of good times. Those are all kinmates of mine. Obviously Dwellineth you've seen before, but then yeah, Thordaran, Daedrid, Nomoth and Possum. They're all kinmates. I think we've got another sneaker on us. There he is. Alright, brought down with quick succession. Okay, we actually have a big deficit to our will and fate, which is reducing our out-of-combat power regeneration quite significantly. We're going to switch to AoE, because as you can see, we're going to be fighting lots of orcs at once. Let's just wait for that power to restore a bit. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those group episodes. If you do have any episodes, or any instances, rather, that you would like to see on the series, on the channel, do give me a buzz. Leave it in the comments down below, because we would love to do more of those episodes. They were heaps of fun to record, and I hope they were heaps of fun to watch. But yeah, any instances, all 3-mans, 6-mans, we might even be able to get raids together. We'll see. So just leave it down in the comments what you want to see, and we will try and make it happen. Alright, let's get into these orcs. We're ready. We're going to fight at this skirmisher. AoE mode again. Got to get back into the swing. Raging Blades, that's the way. Got our big numbers back with our 2-handed sword. Very exciting. That guy's down while we're running away. Let's use what's it called? Exchange of Blows. That's right. That's a new skill of ours in AoE mode. Doesn't look like we have a deed for it just yet. I think we do end up getting a deed for it, and some other skills in the same deed. Alright, in we go. This is Morphil, this cave, this orc cave. And it shows that the orcs are indeed readying for war. Remember, we don't have our heals just yet. I do believe there is actually a self-heal trait in the area of effect trait line. I just have to quickly check. I think, yeah, this one. On every blade skill, 20% chance to restore 5% of max morale. That is very handy because we'll be using blade skills all the time, obviously. Blade Storm, Raging Blade, all these different skills. Now, we have to kill a couple more orcs. We're going to bring that one over, and we're going to fight here at the Skirmisher. Use Great Cleave and True Heroics, Battle Frenzy, all the buffs, and then unleash the damage. So look at that. We got 5% extra damage on our Great Cleave. And so that'll actually increase our area of effect skill damage for 30 seconds, which is quite impressive. Okay, we need one more warrior. That's all we need. So here he is. We've also found a page of the Tome of Swords, which is good because we actually had all 4 of our pages that we required from those other zones. We're now in a zone that will give us different pages. That is fantastic. And there we go, another page of the Artisan Blade. This is progressing along very quickly. If we have a look back here, we should have 5 out of 8. Yes. So if you remember how these work, there's 2 sets of pages. All of the pages can be gotten from humanoids in Moria. And so if you're missing pages, don't worry, keep questing. You'll get them while you're in Moria. Don't worry about that. But if you're looking for the first 4 pages in particular, Angmar, where else? Angmar, Eregion, they're the 2 places to look. And if for the last 4 pages, Misty Mountains and Forest Shell are the places to look. So those are all the, I guess, zones where you can find enemies of the appropriate level. And so if you're missing pages, head to those zones, especially if you're missing a specific page. But otherwise, you should be able to find them in Moria. They are a bit less likely to drop in Moria. And so if you just want to get them done, because it is 3 trait points, if you just want to get them done, just go to one of those zones, find a camp of humanoids, and just slay a bunch of guys. All right, we're heading north right now because we're going to... Oh, we're way off track. We're actually going to head this way. There was a cliff, so that would be why. Yeah, we're just going to head across here to get our skull amulets and bloodstone pendants, and then a rubbing from the lesser watching stone. This recognition weekend is really great for our experience. We've already leveled up to 44. I know we were pretty close, but getting that, I think it would have been triple experience. I'm not sure. Because we had the blue bar from our daily VIP experience bonus. And then we also had the plus 100%. So I'm not sure it would have been 300% or 400%, depending on how it gets added up. All right, here we are. We're going to be entering another camp. This is a camp full of the Trev Druvadan, which is the opposing tribe of the Trev Galorg, who are the ones in Aulcare. And here's our lesser watching stone. So we're going to take a rubbing from this. You can see it gives us dread and a bleed when we stand near it. So you can imagine that's just a lesser one. What is the greater one going to do? We're actually going to... Do we have any hope? I don't think so. We don't have any hope. All right, never mind. Okay, Druvadan or Durvadane Berserker. We're going to grab these guys. We actually have quite a few of them to kill. We need all of these skull amulets and bloodstone pendants. And these guys can be a bit of a piece of work. They can actually go berserk. I will see if he does it in a second. Yeah, here he goes. And he actually does extra 10% melee damage. So that is pretty tough if you get a bunch of them on you. They can be doing quite a lot of damage. You're going to watch out for them. But we're right. And here's another one. I wonder why this guy was despawned. Perhaps there is another player in the camp. How dare they, in a multiplayer game, steal our kills? I'm joking, of course. It's great to see other people in LotRO. It being over 10 years old now, I'm very glad there's still an active community. In fact, if we switch over to general, you can see, or even into our world chat, there's chatting going on all the time. So that is fantastic to see. We haven't found any bloodstone amulets, or bloodstone pendants, or skull amulets yet. I wonder why that is. Are we killing the wrong type of enemy? Torgalvain. Yeah, we're in Torgalvain, so we're killing the right people, but we just haven't found any yet. Okay. Well, let's grab up a couple more. See if we can fix that issue. Oh, she is dangerous. She's a rare signature, but that means we have to kill her because she's named, and she'll drop us a shard, hopefully. Let's stun her to get us a bit of a breathing room, but I think we'll be fine. Look, we found another page, and we have found... yes, we've started finding these, so I think we have to go up here and kill them up in this portion of the camp. Up the hill. Alright, come on. Kate is here. There we go, barrel shard. And we got a skull amulet and bloodstone pendant. Very good. Got some gear as well. Make sure we just get this Skara Hunter. Alright. Bringing down these enemies with speed and prowess. Because that is the way Nauglir rolls. Bam! 944 damage. Without a crit. Don't mind if I do. Okay, we're just missing 2 more skull amulets. So I'm guessing that's going to be 2 more enemies. Let's just grab this wooden chest. Here's a berserker. This is good. And then we will grab up sentry. Hopefully that'll be all we need. We can head back to Alcair. Oh, that's the worst time to get interrupted. Although it actually didn't proc our cooldown. There we go. That's 5 out of 6. Can we finish it off on this berserker? There we go. 6 out of 6. Beautiful. We're going to head straight back to Alcair with our milestone skill. Let's do that. And I guess that'll be the end of the episode. So as we hand in these quests, we'll get ready to hand in the next ones. And we'll finish the episode there, guys. Alright, here we are. Let's quickly hand in our quests. We'll finish off by speaking to Coronir and finding out what we have to do next for our story quest. Alright. Now, there is some special gear in this area from these quests in particular. They all have set bonuses. So this one obviously is a will-based one, so we won't be using it, but we'll be on the lookout for the might-based one and see if it is of any use. Thank you, Wraith. Thank you for the 10,000 experience. Very handy. Sailor, what do you have? Necklace of Sankus. Looks like they're giving us the full set straight off the bat. Is it? And the loop. Oh, no, this is the... I don't know what type of set that is. That is strange indeed. All right, there we go. 30,000 experience to boot. That's very handy. Kranog, you have... Yes, you have the might boots, but they're actually not that great, so we might not be using them. We'll grab them all anyway. Let's pick them all up. And we'll accept our next set of tasks. They are from a different set of people, so we'll go grab them. Guys, get used to the landscape because we are going to be here for a while in Angmar. We should have quite a few quests to grab up now. Lachina, she is one of the people we need to do. Rona. And also Cameron, but then also looks like Finan has a quest for us. It's a small fellowship quest, but I think we can do it. That's in that... Yeah, that cave is not actually that difficult, so we can handle that. Just make sure there are quests that pop up from this tent at some point, but it doesn't look like they're there right now. So let's jump on our horse, and we're going to head over to Coronir. That's his name. Head over to Coronir. And we will be finishing up the episode here, guys. Let's just speak to Coronir, figure out what can be made of our rubbing from the Watching Stone.
How can I be of service?
You have returned. Did you bring the rubbing? Good. Let me see it. All right.
How can I be of service?
These runes are of an elvish mode, but the language is the Black Speech, in which I am not well versed. But I do know a little and can see that these runes speak of a heart located within the stone. Perhaps if I could study one of these stone hearts, a way to undo the spell upon them can be found. There are some lifeless stones east of here from which you may collect such a heart without fear. Bring me a stone heart as quickly as you may, so that we may be done with our duty. Alright, and he's giving us a cloak there, which is actually not bad if you're looking for morale and power and armor. It's actually pretty good, so we might have a look at that cloak. Yeah, guys, we're going to be heading out to find a lifeless stone. And I think, yeah, they are out in the Malinhad marshes, and so we might do a ride out there next episode to get them, because we are going a bit all over the place for this book. So might as well do them as we get them and just see where we end up. But yeah, guys, that's going to be all for today. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks heaps for watching it. If you did enjoy the episode, make sure you leave a like down below. It helps me out greatly. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to see any instances, if you have any suggestions, comments, feedback at all, leave it in the comment section down below, guys. That would be very helpful for me. And also, I'll make sure to get back to every single one of them. So make sure you do that. As always, guys, it's been a pleasure playing with you. Thanks heaps for watching. My name is Nauglir, and I will see you tomorrow.